How town officials are making sure they have a protocol in place to deal with Ebola. A project to replace aging Barnstable public school trailers could cost more than projected, and a new program will help nurses get their bachelor's degree right here on Cape Cod. These stories and more on this episode of Barnstable Today. It's Monday, October 20th, 2014. I'm Sarah Mannel. Town Council approved spending $25,000 to conduct an initial environmental assessment at the West Barnstable shooting range. The assessment will determine the distribution of lead contamination, estimate the cost of cleanup, and pay to develop a safe and modern shooting range. Last Thursday, Council balked at a decision on a memorandum of understanding from the state in regards to the land swap for the range. That matter will not be taken up again until January. Town officials want to make sure they are prepared to deal with any incidents of Ebola. Assistant Town Manager Mark Ells says last week, town fire chiefs, the police chief, and town and regional health officials gathered to discuss communication, coordination, and protocols.
When callers call in, the standard questions that are being asked, the appropriate way to decontaminate if they potentially, had some exposure to, somebody of question. And it was a very interesting, it was a good meeting. I walked away from it recognizing that the CDC is one website that anybody can access and be able to keep current with what's going on nationally or in the world. And also know some of the an important part of this so that people, this is a very important issue, but people should not panic over this. And we have received a few calls about it, and I think the most important thing is for people to stay educated and informed. And we are preparing, we are coordinating with our regional and state hospitals and governments to make sure that in the event that this occurs somewhere, certainly in Massachusetts, but anywhere, that will respond appropriately.
Local health officials in the private sector have also joined the conversation. Elle says the most important thing is for residents not to panic and to get the facts about the disease. You can do that by visiting cdc.gov. A project to replace the aging modular trailers being used in Barnstable public schools could cost more than expected. School officials expected construction to cost about $2 million, but bids came in well over that projected cost. Superintendent of Schools Dr. Mary Schakowsky says town council members, school officials, and school committee members met today to talk about the next steps.
I think we have some counselors and school committee that feel, strongly that we want to be moving into the second phase, which is the goal of eliminating all the portable trailers that currently exist in the district, which are the other remaining portables are at BWB and Hyannis West. So, today's meeting this afternoon is going to be sort of an update to the counselors who have been extremely supportive, as well as the school committee, in appropriating $2 million for this project, and the bids came in well over that.
Schakowsky says they have sent the project out to bid again and expect they will be returned in the next few weeks. The goal is to finish the project before next September. Cape Cod Community College offers busy working students an option to complete an entire term in just a few short weeks. Communications Director Michael Gross says a whole new set of short-term courses begin next Monday.
Being pretty successful, we're getting the word from people now that that second job, that third job, those sort of part-time things you had through the summer into early fall are beginning to go away as all the rhythms of the Cape change as always. And we're sitting in a situation which, okay, if you've been in a course program, you stopped out for the summer, maybe you even stopped out from January of last year, and you're saying, well, okay, fine, I'll go back in January. Horribly, the history shows that no, you won't. And what happens is you delay and delay and delay, and then it's 5 years and 6 years, and all of a sudden you don't have that certificate. All of those people around you have passed you by, and now what? And now restarting is a horrific job. Coming in now, we begin a whole new set of courses on the 27th. They go right straight through until the end of the semester, but that's only in mid-December. So this is a case where we have a short-term focus. You can earn credits that fit into your certificates and degrees, and you've gotten yourself back into the flow of college. And that's one of the important things that quick terms actually do. We started a short term earlier in September. That is now ending. We start a new group of these courses.
To learn more about quick term, you can visit capecod.edu. Water main work on Yarmouth Road will begin this week. The Department of Public Works Water Supply Division will be working on the 12-inch water main that runs along Yarmouth Road between Route 28 and Old Yarmouth Road. Work is scheduled to begin on Thursday and will last about 2 weeks. Yarmouth Road northbound will be closed to traffic from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. while work is being done. Water service may be interrupted during work, but residents will receive at least a 48 hours notification. For more information, you can contact the Barnstable Water Supply Division. UMass Boston is bringing its RN to BSN program to Cape Cod. Cape Cod Community College Communications Director Michael Gross says it's an exciting opportunity for local nurses.
Unfortunately, or maybe just the way healthcare is today, more and more skills and more knowledge really is needed, especially at the acute hospital level. And many of the hospitals today are really looking for a BSN, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, as the ticket to get into that job that you really want. It is really becoming the coin of the realm in healthcare. Certainly, registered nurses are used everywhere, certainly through all of the assisted living facilities, all sorts of different aspects of healthcare, no question. But there are many people who really want to work in that hospital setting. And we know, in fact, even locally, the hiring really is focused on nurses who have a bachelor's degree. We also know, driving to Boston, driving somewhere else to get that degree is not very easy to do. And so we've partnered with UMass Boston, which has a very highly reputable nursing program, to come to our campus and bring their bachelor's degree program. It's a transition program. You must have earned your RN to transition through into their Bachelor of Science program.
And there will be an information session about the RN to BSN program that will be held Tuesday at 5 o'clock at Cape Cod Community College. The solar array located at the transfer station is now producing electricity and generating net metering credits. Energy Coordinator Richard Elrick expects the array to produce more than 5 million kilowatt hours. That would be enough energy to power about 680 homes. The annual fall oral rabies vaccine baiting program will begin on Cape Cod today. Local natural resource officers will be working with USDA staff to fill 242 bait stations in Sandwich, Barnstable, Yarmouth, Dennis, and Brewster. Hand baiting will occur on October 27th and 28th. The bait is intended to vaccinate wildlife against the deadly rabies virus. And now Amy Harwood has your tip of the day.
Hi, I'm Amy Harwood, Marketing Manager here at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center, with your tip of the day. You can be a Hyannis Youth and Community Center member, get your key tag for $20 a year as a Barnstable resident and just $40 a year for a non-resident. Come and walk the track, go in your game room, use the computer lab, and all kinds of other activities. Come by and check it out.
Thanks, Amy. Tonight, the Sandy Neck Board meets at 7:30 in the Selectmen's Conference Room. The Housing Committee meets tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. in the Selectmen's Conference Room as well. The Public Works Commission will meet at 1 tomorrow afternoon in the DPW Conference Room. The Historic Commission will meet at 4 tomorrow afternoon in the Selectmen's Conference Room. And the School Committee will host a workshop at 7 tomorrow night in the Town Hall Hearing Room. Well, be sure to tune in to our hour-long news program, Barnstable This Morning, weekdays at 7 a.m. On tomorrow's show, we'll chat with Police Chief Paul McDonald. We'll get the details on the upcoming vote on the proposed new Hyannis Fire Station. Plus, we'll have all the news and information you need. For Barnstable Today, I'm Sarah Mannel.